Hello and welcome to the channel. I have just been out on a little art haul, so I figured I wanted to share that with you. These are some sketches for a children's book project that I've just embarked on. Really cool project, which I'm looking forward to share with you much more in the future. But style-wise, I have plans of making it into watercolors. Using fine liner and watercolors, but I have these ordinary watercolors. I can just show them actually. Yeah, so these standard watercolors in these little kind of boxes here, but I figured I wanted to do things really good this time and go for some more expensive watercolors to really, give it everything I got. So I went out and bought. This is my absolutely favorite store in Copenhagen, to China Cock. And every time I go in there, it's just a blissful feeling. I feel like I want to buy the whole shop. So let's just take these first. So I bought these colors here. We have an ivory black, we have a yellow, we have a red, and we have a blue and a white. And the reason that I bought these primary colors is because I just watched this amazing tutorial, which is online, hosted by 3 illustrators. They call themselves The Good Ship. I'll make a link to them below. And they made a web shop where it was about colors. It was about taking 2 different colors and then mixing them with white, and then getting all sorts of different hues just by combining these colors, and then also in the end mixing the 2 colors so you get a kind of beautiful gray that they could play around with. It was an amazing workshop and I highly recommend it. So my idea is to work on this children's book only by using these tubes here, which will be an exciting thing to do, because it'll be fun to see how many different hues can I come up with. And also it's kind of a relief, because then I don't have to choose between all of these colors. So sometimes it's you get a more strong expression by using fewer things, so to speak. So of course I will try these out in a minute. I also bought some pens because I need some pens. This is a really good brand, is my experience, Vinci. And synthetic brushes, and a really good grip here. You can tell how they shaped the tree here to get a nice grip, which I think is a nice detail. So I'll just do a bit of swatching. Could be a bit with the blue here. Oops. Is it not? Is it still sealed? I can't really tell. Nope, there it was. These were 40 kroner per tube, so that would be, let me see, yeah, just about €6 or so. Actually, I don't know if that's expensive for a tube, but since there's quite a lot in it, but I think if it's a beautiful color, then it's definitely worth it. Let's see how it goes. Very vibrant, it seems. Let's just trying to make it more. Add a bit more water here. Wow. Looks brilliant to me. Let's try out a red. And working with in colors is something that I just started to dive into like a year ago, because until then my work was very much black and white, and whenever I used a color, it was very, I don't know, didn't think too much about it, which I still don't do, but I'm trying to learn, and I would like to dive more into colors, which is also why I took this workshop online course there, which is for free, by the way, so yet another reason to participate in it. Beautiful color. Add a tad more water to it. So of course, right now, when just looking at these primary colors, they are a bit, you know, not so exciting. So let's just see what happens if we mix these two. Then I believe we would get a purple, which probably be much more interesting to look at. That's the magic thing about colors. Once you start mixing them, get this beautiful, very Bordeaux-like feeling here. And then there's of course the opportunity to add a bit of white to it. Put it in the middle here so I don't mix things up. This. Let's just add some white to my purple. And I recall that one of the points from the workshop was that they said that the thing about white is that it can really activate a color, which you can also see now. We get this very different lavender. Could this be called lavender? Lavender color, which you can then of course alter as much as you like. I could add more white to it. I can also add more water to it. So there we go. I think much more interesting color down here than just blue and red. So that was just a bit of swatching, and this was a 6er in size, and this other here is a 14. So I have a scale kind of to go into. The very last thing I will show you is just I also bought some organizing things. If only I could open it. There we go. So I bought this plastic briefcase here, enforced by some cardboard from Sea White of Brighton, and this is because I didn't have anything to have original art pieces in. So I figured once I start to do the illustrations and the watercoloring for the children's book, then I will simply use this as a case. Very last, I bought this cheap folder here, simply just to keep my sketches in, because this one is beginning to get quite thick. I have 2 children's book projects in this one, so I might as well just scoop over one half here. There we go. So these are all for this children's book here that I just talked about. Already starting here to play around with purple. Could be that purple is a theme in the book. This is an idea for the cover also. Try to play around with colors. So organized, feeling so organized now. And also I think it's great to have this colorful case here. It's good. It's very gray here in February and January here in Denmark, so always good with some colors. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again another time. Bye.